Hi, welcome to this week's video, and this week I'm installing eXtremeRate Hall effect sticks in my PlayStation 5 controller. So this is my son's controller, and as you can see, the left stick not central anymore and he's saying it's starting to drift, so I've got these eXtremeRate sticks to install. I'll leave the link in the description for where you can get them from. These are the purple 120GF versions. I've already installed the other version in another video that I'll link. So they also come with this motherboard that you can fine tune, which we'll discuss later. And it comes with all the tools to be able to take it apart yourself. So first off, we use the lipper in the corners to remove the front fascia, and then the lipper underneath the shoulder buttons, you just pop them off. Then there's 4 screws, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, and then we just use the lipper to very carefully prise these little clips apart at the bottom there, and then just use your hand to separate it and then very carefully pull it apart. The rear hooks off at the top, and now this is the internals. This has got the modded light kit in, so yours may not have the extra wires, but we'll just disconnect the battery and then we'll unscrew and take out the battery holder. Then very carefully take out the ribbon cables either side attached to the motherboard. There's another small at the bottom and then a blue one at the top. Then you just need to desolder the wires. Depending on your controller, it may have 2, it may have 4 of these. Just take a picture to remember which order they go back in. And then the motherboard comes out, take the foam caps off. Now this is the desoldering tool I'm going to use. This is an absolute game changer. I'll leave the link in the description for this, and also a video review showing it. So basically it just attaches to all the pins on the back and then desolders them all at the same time. So first off, we're going to prep it. So what I do is apply some flux, and then I'll apply some fresh solder to all the leg joints on the back, and then I'm going to put it in this PCB holder, which again I'll link in the description. Just pop it into place, and then we just tighten it all up, make sure that it holds it nice and securely, and then you can position it any angle that you want, and then you just tighten it again and it'll keep it nice and tight and it doesn't move. Again, this is an absolute game changer. So this is the eXtremeRate calibration board, which is exclusive to eXtremeRate. So basically you'll attach this to the joysticks themselves and this will help fine tune it. I will link in the video, previous video I've done installing this calibration tool, but I'm not going to do it now. I feel like the calibration options available for PlayStation 5 controllers have moved on that much that it's no longer required, and the software that we've got, which I'll link in the description, will now do the same job. So if you look at the joysticks, they have got middle pins which have been bent down. This is to attach them to the board itself. We just need to bend them back up. Make sure you do it on both of the joysticks. Then we'll come in with our desoldering tool. I'll set it at 360 or 380 degrees C. Hold it on the back for a couple of seconds, keep it held on, and then the other one pulls out. And then while they're still in place, just bring the new one straight in, line up all the pins, and then push it back into place. Try your best not to remove the desoldering tool because it'll keep all the solder nice and solidified. And then you can move it away. Same on the second one. Just hold it down for a couple of seconds. Use some pliers or something so the joystick doesn't get hot while you're holding it. Give it a wiggle. Remove it. Keep the desoldering tool in place. And then we'll come back in, line up as best as you can, and then push it back in. Once it's pushed all the way through and flush, remove the desoldering tool and let it cool down. Now we can use our PCB holder, release it, and we can spin it around, and then we can have a look at a better angle to make sure that it's all being pushed in flush and they're all as perfect as they should be. Now we'll just come in and we'll put some fresh flux on, and we're going to put some fresh solder on all the port legs just to make sure that they're all nice and strong. They're all soldered on perfectly. We'll just do that on both sides and it will keep it all nice and fresh and we won't have any issues, and these joysticks should hopefully never need replacing ever again. Then we'll come with some 99% isopropyl alcohol and then give it a good clean, remove all the old flux. Wipe it down, make sure it's all fresh. Another look round, all perfect. Really enjoying using this PCB holder, it makes it so much easier. Then we'll release it, we'll take it out, and then we can start reassembling. And as you can see, it all looked great. They all move perfect. Put the thumbsticks back on, just push them into place. Push them right down, otherwise they won't fit in properly. And then pop the motherboard back in, try and remove all the ribbon cables out the way. All the cables you desoldered, you don't want anything getting trapped. Pull them all out and then it will clip in. Move that blue cable at the top. And then while we got the soldering iron out, we will just resolder our wires back on. As I said before, make sure you took a picture beforehand so you know that you're soldering them on back in the right place, as I have previously done them in the wrong way. The board will still work, but features of it don't. And then we'll push all the ribbon cables back in, so start with the blue one at the top. We've got this little one at the bottom, normally easier to use a pair of tweezers. And then the side ones, be very careful with these as the pins on the end can bend very easily. I've done a previous video on this. Try and push them in as straight as you can. Maybe give them a check before you put them in to make sure they're bent. And we'll put the battery holder back in. One screw, nice and tight. And then we reconnect this ribbon cable that's attached to the battery holder. And then we'll just reconnect your battery. As I said, you probably won't have all these extra connections if you just got a regular controller. Mine's got the light mod on. I'll link this video in the description as well. Tuck all your wires away. Just pop this little extra wire there. And then I just noticed that the spring had popped out on the shoulder button. So I'll just quickly show you how to do it. So you just literally have to hold your finger on one side, push it around the other side, back into place, makes it nice and firm. Putting the back cover on, hook it over the top. So make sure it hooks at the top first. It will line up, clicks into place as you can see, and then you just click it around and then it's all perfect. If there's any resistance, you've not put it on properly, so start again. 2 screws in the top. 2 screws in the bottom, and then we'll come in with our buttons. The shoulder buttons just simply line up and then push them down. Make sure they clip and move as they should do. The front fascia, the 2 spikes just hook underneath where the light bar is, and then it will clip in, clip it around there, around the edges, and then that's it. It's all back together. So within 5-6 minutes, we've now got a fully working PlayStation 5 controller with Hall effect sticks from eXtremeRate. So this is the gamepad tester. So if we plug it in and we can have a little look, you can see our average errors are a little bit high and it's a little bit square. So this is what I was talking about, the calibration tool. So this is the easiest option now. So you just go on the calibration tool. The links will be in the description. You just follow the instructions on what to do. You couldn't push the controls around, pop corners, left, right, bottoms, rotate them around a little bit like this. Click OK, make sure you save the changes. And then when we scroll down to go to the calibration test, as you can see, a lot better than they previously were. And then just to prove it, we'll go back to the gamepad tester. We'll just reset it. And then we'll scroll back down, go to the circularity test, go round again, and then as you can see, our average errors have gone from 11-12% to under 4%. So it's very easy to do. I'm a big fan of eXtremeRate's products. I highly recommend the Hall effect sticks. Don't forget the 10% discount code in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.